You know that feeling, right? The creaks, the groans, the sense that you're just not as springy as you used to be? We all just kind of chalk it up to getting older. But what if that's not the real story? What if the actual culprit has a name and it's something we can actually do something about?
Yeah, it's the big question, isn't it? Why do our joints seem to protest every time we get out of bed? Why does that afternoon slump feel more like hitting a brick wall? We've always been told, hey, that's just part of aging. But the material we're looking at today suggests we might be blaming the wrong thing entirely.
And this quote right here, this is the whole idea we're going to dig into. It completely flips the script. It suggests that what we're all feeling isn't just about the number of candles on our birthday cake. It's a specific biological process that's been quietly humming along for years.
Okay, so if it's not just our age, then what in the world is it? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at what's actually happening inside our bodies, this thing our source calls a silent fire.
The real driver, it turns out, is chronic inflammation. The best way to think about it is like a faulty car alarm that's always on, just buzzing quietly in the background. It's not some loud 5-alarm emergency, but it's this constant, low-level alert that, over time, just starts to wear the whole system down.
Now, this is super important. We're not saying all inflammation is bad. Not at all. Acute inflammation is the good guy. It's the emergency crew that rushes in to heal a cut or fight off a cold. It's fast, it's effective, and it's absolutely essential. The problem is the chronic type, that silent fire. It serves no useful purpose. It just smolders away in the background, causing damage all over the body. And here you can see exactly how that silent fire creates the very symptoms we blame on just getting old. It's what's speeding up the breakdown of cartilage, making your joints feel stiff and achy. It's irritating your muscles, and this one is huge. It messes with your endothelial function. That's the delicate lining of your blood vessels, making them rigid instead of flexible. And what does that lead to? Poor circulation and that deep, bone-tired fatigue. You see? It's all connected.
So here's the big mindset shift. This is the whole point. That feeling of being old isn't really about the date on your driver's license. It's about the total load of this low-grade inflammation your body has been carrying around. So, we've kind of laid out the problem, and it might sound a little bit daunting, but here is the good news. We can actually send our bodies a different signal. Let's look at a super simple, practical daily habit that can start to turn down that background noise.
The source proposes this almost ridiculously simple inflammation calming shot. Now, this isn't a miracle cure, but think of it as a consistent, daily message to your body to dial down that silent fire. And it's just 2 powerhouse ingredients, some extra virgin olive oil and a pinch of turmeric. That's it.
And here's why this specific duo is so smart. They work like a perfect team, tackling the problem from 2 different directions. The olive oil has these things called polyphenols that directly help keep that artery lining flexible, like we just talked about. At the exact same time, the turmeric is getting to work on those specific inflammatory signals that are making your joints scream. It's a fantastic 1-2 punch. And listen up, because this is the key that so many people miss. You can't just sprinkle turmeric on your food and expect magic to happen. Its active compounds are fat-soluble. That means your body needs a fat to actually absorb them and put them to use. So pairing it with olive oil isn't just a suggestion, it's a biological necessity to actually unlock all the benefits.
All right, so like with anything that actually works, the details matter. It's not just what you do, it's how and when you do it. So let's go over the best practices to really make this simple habit work for you.
Okay, so here are the simple rules. The morning is the best time, ideally with or right before you eat your first meal. That helps with absorption, and it's just gentler on your stomach. And notice this part. Start small, just a little pinch of turmeric. You can slowly increase it if you feel good. This is not about rushing. It's all about being consistent. And there's a really good reason we're focusing on the morning. Let's just pause and make this personal for a second. Really think about it. Does this question hit home for you? That feeling when you swing your legs out of bed and things just don't quite want to move freely yet?
If you just nodded your head yes, well, this slide explains exactly why. That morning stiffness isn't just random. It's a classic, physical sign that inflammatory stuff has built up while you were sleeping. It's basically your body giving you a direct signal that the silent fire is burning.
And of course, a very important heads up. Even though this is a simple habit, you've got to be smart. If you are on any specific medications, like blood thinners, or if you have any issues with your gallbladder, a quick chat with your doctor before you start is an absolute must. Safety first, always.
Okay, let's zoom out for this last part. This little daily shot is a fantastic tool to have in your toolbox. But true long-term wellness, that's all about building a supportive system. It's about looking at the big picture.
And I love this quote because it's so realistic and honestly so empowering. The goal isn't to become some kind of inflammation-proof person. That's not possible. The goal is just to lower that constant, simmering baseline of chronic inflammation so your body has the space and the resources to actually heal and recover the way it's supposed to. And this really shows how our daily shot is just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. To really manage that fire, you have to look at all these pillars. The food you eat, obviously, getting enough quality sleep. That's your body's recovery and cleanup time. Consistent, gentle movement, not killing yourself at the gym, just moving your body. And finally, habits. And that's where our daily shot fits in perfectly. It's one of those small daily signals that, when you combine it with the others, makes all the difference in the world.
And that leaves us with this final thought. We can't stop time. We can't stop the clock. But maybe, just maybe, we've been asking the wrong question all along. The real challenge and the real opportunity isn't to stop aging, it's to learn how to manage the fire inside, so we can live with more energy, more flexibility, and just more vitality, no matter what age we are.